Yeah,
A very good morning to everyone. Today we have session number 12. Accounting is the language of business and it's written with numbers. Accounting tracks nearly everything that goes on in your business, allowing you to understand how your company is doing and where it's going. It enables you to evaluate your current financial health, learn from historical results, project future outcomes, and at the end of the day, make far better informed decisions. So, here we are with session number 12, which is about accounting for managers by Dr. C. Kusuma Reddy. Kusuma ma'am is a seasoned teacher of commerce and management with nearly 20 years of experience. Her PhD in management is from Andhra University. A focused researcher, she enjoys writing papers and interacting with fellow researchers at various national and international seminars and conferences. She is committed to her students and has proved to be a popular project guide to many of them. She regularly arranges guest lectures and field visits to help students gain maximum practical exposure. She headed the academic and administrative audit cell of the college and also a member of IQAC. Currently, she heads the social outreach committee at St. Mary's College. All over to you, ma'am. Thank you for accepting our invitation for the session.
Good morning. Thank you, Payal ma'am, for a wonderful introduction. Thank you. So, good morning, all.
good morning,
Good
ma'am.
morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Nice to see you all today. I hope you have a wonderful day. Yeah, I've seen many
Good
students.
morning, madam.
Very good morning. Good morning. Think, now we are going to discuss about accounting for managers. Okay, so I will share the screen 1 minute. So coming to okay, Payalman.
Yes, ma'am.
Accounting, today's topic is related to the accounting for managers. In the previous sessions, you know about managers and all. Okay, so I can start here with a quote. Very familiar person. Okay, it's a very important, you know about this person and all. Clear. So they're given about, one of you can read this quotation. Anyone?
Ma'am,
Yes.
managers and investors alike must understand that accounting numbers are the beginning, not the end of business valuation.
Very good. We know about the accounting. The numbers are the beginning, not the end of the business valuation. Okay. So I start with a quote about our investors. We already discussed about in the previous classes about the managers, financial management and all. Today we're going to discuss about accounting. Okay, clear. So today's topic in that the learning objectives are, in this course, you will learn how to use accounting to facilitate and align decisions made by owners, managers and employees. Understand what managerial accounting is and why it is an important function for successful business. Going to discuss about this. So now coming to who is a manager. I think here the students, they are from the background related to the accounts or commerce or sciences, whatever it may be. So these are all you know about here. Can say who is the manager? Can quickly.
A person who manages all the business activities.
Yeah, very good. What's the name?
Hansi, ma'am.
Very good, very good. So the manager here who manages the things, or you know very well, but we are discussing about the accounting. Okay, whatever your management level is, you need to know accounting because your decisions will often be determined by the numbers.
Ma'am, you are muted, ma'am.
How? Okay now?
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you.
Beginning?
No, ma'am, you can continue from here only, ma'am.
Okay then. So we are saying about the accounting here, which we have the management level, and I don't want to discuss about the operational level and all, just about the numbers, what we discussed here, and determine by the end, the valuation of your firm, whatever it related, just we can say about the business. First, we'll start about our accounting concept. Okay, what do you mean by accounting? Anyone, do you have an idea?
Ma'am, recording of transactions that are done by the business.
Very good. Very good. Recording the transactions. Good. How does your business become real? How does your business become real? We said here accounting is the recording of transactions and all. We discuss about the transactions. Transactions here we can say exchange of goods and services. Okay. So first exchange of goods and services, business become real is cash. How do you get that cash?
By selling the
selling
product.
products or providing services.
Or investment, ma'am?
Yes, good. You can get it from selling things. Only get it from selling things or any other source of getting.
Provide services.
Yes.
From financial services, ma'am. Yeah,
Very
like
good.
banks.
Institutions. You can also get it through a loan, the cash. Now, almost all business start with a loan, whether from the owner's savings, money collected from friends and family, the basic venture capitalist or a bank. Though we have lots of money, we'll start taking the money from outside, either bank or any financial resources. So it's a cash is very important. We know that. Every business asks 3 key questions here. How much money came in? Where did the money go? How much money is left? So very important when you're taken here, the main important key questions, how much money came in? Just now we said the real is cash. You have invested, someone said invested money and all. The starting whatever amount you invested, later we'll discuss about the accounting terms. Okay, so in the basic, when we discussed in the basic, for example, I want to say here, we start from our home, we can say, every day some lively expenses will have at home, or we can say the budget, whatever you plan. For example, I'll give you one example. Your parent may give in some pocket money, okay, 1,000 rupees, whatever it may be. How much did you utilize? How much money left over? How do you plan? Quickly, you have received some amount from your parent. It may be for 15 days or it's for a month. How did you plan? Is it sufficient to you, that money?
Ma'am will record all the expenses. If whatever money is left, that will be like our profit or whatever is left. And if we are short of money, that means we are spending more than we have.
So are you have a good plan? You can say that money left over, or it is a shortage taking continuously from your parent. It means that you should have a proper planning budget. When we discuss about the family budget or life expenses from the beginning, we can say it's a bookkeeping will maintain from the firm. No, we can check from our places whatever money is coming, whatever money we are going to spend. How much money left over? That's a very, very important. I give one example of your pocket money, whatever it may be, in a simple way, that how much you are going to spend, how much left over with you. Are they spending efficiently or did you spend over? You have to check here in the beginning. The same way, if you're taking any firm, company, or any business, whatever it may be, incoming and outgoing of your funds, cash. That is a very basic important concept here. How much you are utilizing. It means spending. That spending is known as expenditure. How much you are receiving. That is, we can say it's an income. How much left over? How do you know you are a single person? Here it means how much your parent have given, mother or father, whatever it may be, that amount, small book. You maintain a book or phone, whatever it may be, small expenditure, minute. But in a business company, you have so many transaction. Transaction is nothing but so many, what do you say? Buying, selling, and all, so many transactions. At the beginning, they said no exchange of goods and services. Here I said about bookkeeping. You think you are the company. Do you have only one person in your business? Okay, if you are a sole trader, individual, but you need some employees there to run the business. Clear? So what will happen here? You have to maintain all the transactions in a proper way. The first basic concept here, bookkeeping. Just now you said that about the expenses, we have to note down whatever the money left over or shortage we have to get from our parent. Very good. But the whole week, whatever amount you have spent, do you remember the whole week? Where did you spend that 100 rupees or 200, whatever it may be? You need some record. That record is known as bookkeeping. You have to maintain all here. You please check this slide. Recording. The bookkeeper here, all transactions is related. That's a very, very important here in the bookkeeping. Here in the business, you can say many transactions will be there. For example, I'll say about the bookkeeping, maintain the records and all. If you do not maintain the records, what will happen in your company? In your business, if you don't have a record properly?
Ma'am, we won't know where our money is going and where we are getting money from.
In the beginning, I said, you should have a proper record. Okay, ours is a private company or a limited company or a sole trader, whatever it may be, the basic, any business will maintain one record. First, they'll maintain one bookkeeping. Whatever you have done, whatever you have purchased, your sale, the other students should know what do you mean by purchase, sale and all. We'll discuss the accounting terminology. So first I'm saying, whatever you have spent, how much amount you have spent or coming in, going on, everything in a proper record, you'll maintain. The book is known as bookkeeping. There is a prime book. This is the initial in accounting. Later it will come the accounting. First prime, we should maintain the record. Just now we discussed the example which I've given for you, the amount which you have spent or received. Clear, bookkeeping, recording all the transaction in a proper manner. Just recording. We are not preparing any account. Just you bought this money, you have spent for this, the day left over, everything proper. But in a business, what are the transactions we have in business? Tell me. We are saying that exchange of goods and services. Okay. In business, in a firm company, you have many transactions. Purchases will be there, sales will be there. Either the business here, your main profit of your business here, whatever the profit you earn, that is the main objective. You have to focus on your profit. That is the main goal. How do you earn profits? Okay, you have to check your income and expenses. This is about the bookkeeping. I don't want to give much. Now coming to what is accounting? Why it's so important? Anyone can tell me accounting? I said about the bookkeeping is the primary, the whatever the transaction will record, will maintain and all. Then what is accounting? Anyone do you have an idea? Accounting.
Maintaining accounts of all your transactions.
Good. Very good. Maintaining the account. Okay.
Maintaining
Already-
accounts of
Already we have entered in our bookkeeping. All transactions are recorded in that. Okay, maintain
Ma'am.
all.
accounting is not just recording, it's summarizing, also analyzing, balancing everything.
Very good. Is it Abdul?
Yes, Wahab.
Okay, summarizing, interpret. Very good answers. Now you have a book and pen in front of you. Just watch this video. We'll have some questions on that. Please check it here. There.
Why do we need accounting? Some might think that accounting is only a boring and unnecessary redundancy,
Is it
and that it
audible?
exists only due to regulations and legal
Yes, ma'am.
Is it audible, ma?
requirements. But the opposite is true. Accounting exists because it plays an extremely important role in running a business. Let's illustrate this with a simple example. Meet Adam. He lives in a small village where there's no convenience stores, and its residents have to travel to a nearby town to go shopping for most basic goods, which is a few miles away. Adam came up with the idea that he could open his own small store where he would sell the most necessary products. He rented and renovated a garage in his neighbor's house and built several shelves and a counter with the materials he had on hand. Then he went to the wholesaler and bought goods for a total amount of $1,000. He knew the prices of items from the store in town, and he set his prices at the same level. He expected that his potential customers will be more willing to buy from him than drive a few miles, since the prices are the same. Of course, these prices were higher than the prices at which he bought his merchandise. Adam bought the same goods every week and sold them at the same prices. However, after a month, when he checked his account, it turned out that he had $500 less than a month earlier. It's impossible. I must have been robbed, Adam thought. However, all account activity was in order, and nobody attacked him in the store either. So what went wrong? In the evening, Adam sat down and took his bills and notes he had kept during work. He wrote down all the expenses on one side, adding up 4 bills from the warehouse for $1,000 each. Then he took bills from the gas stations. There were 5 of them for the amount of $100. At the end, he added the amount for the monthly rental of the premises, i.e. $500. The total was $5,000. On the other side, he wrote down his total sales by week. Adam realized that even though he was getting more money for the goods than he paid for them, the store had brought him a loss. He began to wonder what to do. Not only do I have to break even, but I also have to make a living from this business, he thought. We can see that if someone wants to run a business without even the simplest of calculations, he will be at the mercy of fate. It might as well turn out that Adam gained a lot from his company, but without any calculations, he would not be able to analyze and optimize his business. Also, when in a crisis, he would have a problem finding the reason why he suddenly stopped earning money. So, Adam started counting. As we saw, he learned that his business took losses, but he didn't yet know why, so he started to look for a reason. At the very beginning, he checked how individual products were selling. It turned out that every 3 days, he was selling all the bread he bought, every 4 days, all the vegetables, and every 5 days, all the fruit. He also realized that some of the cleaning products didn't sell, because they are longer lasting products, so people don't buy them every week. At the same time, some products, such as juices, went bad rather quickly, which caused Adam to throw away half of them every week. After counting everything up, Adam made a shopping list, but this time he decided he would buy more prepackaged bread, vegetables, and fruit so he wouldn't run out so quickly. He also bought half as many juices and did not buy cleaning products at all, because he still had a supply from previous purchases. He decided that he would only buy it when he would have a week's supply of cleaning products left. This time, he paid only $750 to the wholesaler. After a week, when people saw that Adam's store was better stocked and had more products actually needed on a daily basis, they started to buy there more willingly. After all, Adam's well-stocked store saved them time and fuel money. Sales became higher and more stable. Adam's clients spent in his store $1,500 every week. And every week, Adam would go to the wholesaler and buy best-selling products, and once every 4 weeks, he would also buy cleaning products. This meant that he bought products for $750 3 times a month, and once a month, he bought for $1,000. At the end of the month, Adam calculated his sales and expenses again. So this time, thanks to Adam's analysis, he earned $1,750, which covered last month's losses and generated profit. However, it would not be possible if it were not for the calculations he made. 10 years have passed. During this time, Adam expanded his business and his profits grew. After a while, he opened a second store in the town nearby, and after that, finally expanded his business to a whole network of small shops. Simple calculations made on a piece of paper are no longer sufficient for Adam's needs. Now, his accountant prepares a complete report for him every month, to give him an overall view of the operation of the entire company. On the basis of this report and comparing it with the reports from previous periods, Adam is able to initially assess whether the business is going well or badly, whether the company is profitable, whether it has adequate financial liquidity, etc. If the company would underperform, the reports would help Adam to determine why, or at least where to look for a problem. If, for example, the company would be no longer profitable or its profitability would decline, Adam could request reports for individual stores, look at their performance, and see which one is profitable and which one is losing money. Then he will look for reasons why the store is not profitable, analyze its income and costs. There can be various reasons for a store to underperform. For example, Adam can find out that the sales have dropped significantly. To find out why it dropped, he will need to talk to the store manager. However, thanks to his analysis, he knows what the problem is and what to ask about. To sum up, Adam from 10 years ago, who did everything by himself in his small convenience store, needed only the simplest calculations. He certainly didn't need complicated reports because he personally knew about everything that was happening in his store. However, with the growth of business, when Adam stopped personally participating in most of the processes in his company, efficient management of the company is possible thanks to accounting, which provides him with the crucial knowledge. This video is only a general description of what accounting is for. If you are interested in the topic and you want us to do more videos on the topic of accounting in the next videos, please let us know in the comments.
So what you have learned from this video? The
Ma'am,
video.
accounting is necessary to determine the profit and losses of a business.
Very good. Any more answers?
Accounting is a long-term procedure. It's not done once. You have to do it continuously. It's a continuous process.
Very good. I have to see here one, the previous one. Very good. Any more answers?
Accounting helps in comparison of the business from previous year to current year.
Previous year to current one. Very good. Names I have known here. I will check. Okay. Very good answer. Next. Any more?
Financial
Yeah.
statements help us to understand how the business is thriving in the business environment and to take necessary changes for its better performance.
Very good. Your name?
Accounting also shows us the performance of the company, how well it's doing in terms of expenditure and profits and losses.
Yes, performance. Very good. This company we need the statements. Okay, very good answers. Very nice. Any more?
Accounting also helps us in pinpointing the problems if we are going in a loss.
Very good. The problem
helps us in controlling the
yes, problems here we can say that maybe utilizing more or the expenses are more, it's not efficiency. Very good. Next. Any more answers? You can speak, no problem. It's a new concept. Maybe the students who already learned from 11th, 12th and all. Based on this video, first concept, very good answers. Thank you all. It shows the expenses in dollars, okay, not in our Indian currency. At the same time, income means revenue. Income means what, ma? Revenue. Revenue is related to sales. In the first beginning, it shows the sales and the expenses, what they have made. The difference is in loss. Whatever revenue they have and the expenditure made, the difference $500, I think, it's incurred loss. First case. Then later what happened? They have 3 days, 4 days, 5 days program. They started with some vegetables, fruits and all. Clear? Then they started this, they've checked in which category is earning profits. Then later when he started, he's having a proper planning. You know the management functions. The first and foremost important function of management is planning. Planning is a very, very important function. And the last function, I think it's control. Okay, clear? These are all you have learned. So the first starting with the minus of $500, then later had a good plan and earn a profit of how much? $1,750 compared to. So proper, we need accounting statement when we have so many transactions and all, but we need what do you say, proper definition in accounting. We can't write however we have sales is there and expenditure total, we cannot write it in a particular 10,000 rupees like that. Individually segregation is important. That is very, very important here. So in this accounting, you have here identification the transaction. He identified that in the first 3 days product, whether you earn profit or incur loss. Then 4th day, he said about vegetables and the fruits and all. Clear? So here I'm going to say about the accounting. One more example I'll give. If as soon as we entered into the mall or to the supermarkets or whatever it may be, you need some product. You need some product. Concentrate here. Is the shopkeeper comes to know about your product, what you are going to buy and all? In the beginning, as soon as you enter? No. What do you do generally? Wherever the products are displayed already, you go to that place, just you'll pick up the product and you'll come for the payment. Is it true? It means that you should identify who you are, the company, you are the shopkeeper. I'm saying the businessman should identify the transaction in a systematic manner. In a systematic, this is accounting definition actually. And I heard about in the beginning, one of you said that systematic recording transactions, interpret the result, communication and all. So many people will come. We have in the business many transactions, means many means, for example, we have purchases and sales. What do you mean by purchases? What do you mean by sales? We'll discuss in accounting term. So here, can anyone tell me the accounting language? Here, how to speak accounting? Language as business, the definition I'll say. So the saying that nothing happens until someone sells something. After the sale, accounting takes over as the basic activity of business. Just now we discussed about this. Just to check this. Accounting as a language of business is the art of recording, classifying, and summarizing in a significant manner in terms of money, transactions, and events that are of financial character and interpreting the results thereof. What do you mean by here as a language of business? Accounting is the art. Art means what? It's a skill. Art means it's a skill. Recording, you should record all the transaction. You cannot clerk or you cannot merge. Okay, in a systematic manner. Classifying, you have a different grade of products. Okay, I'll finish up. Yeah, different grade of products. At a time we can clerk. So classify and summarize in a proper way. We have a different prices and all. In terms of money, what do you mean by in terms of money? Monetary transactions.
In terms of money.
Money, very good, monetary. And they are of financial character. This is very, very important in accounting. Interpreting the result. Interpreting means your conclusion. You are giving your decision, finding the conclusion, interpret the results. In bookkeeping, will not find this. Just you'll record and you'll maintain the transactions in accounting. We'll say sometime, is accounting, they may ask sometimes, is accounting a science or an art? Any answer? Is accounting a science or an art?
Both, ma'am.
Both, madam.
Very good, very good. Art, skill, should maintain records. Science, it's not a physical science and all, social science. So here is given summarizing and all. These are all will come both as science and art. Okay, the same explanation. I don't want to read out all this. Just check here, this given here. Whatever we discussed about this accounting, many definitions are there to write for you in accounting. Okay, so generally the students which have said here, they're giving the exact answers and all, others also try to concentrate here simple way. I gave a best example of your pocket money. You think like that. We are not following any acts and all. Okay. So who is the father of accounting? Anyone, do you have an idea? I'm not talking about
No
this.
idea.
Yes, ma'am?
No idea, madam.
No idea. Can anyone read out? The father of accounting?
Ma'am, can I?
Yes. Sure.
The Italian Luca Pacioli, recognized as the father of accounting and bookkeeping, was the first person to publish a work on double entry bookkeeping and introduce the field in Italy.
Very good. And related to the bookkeeping. Father of accounting. Okay, clear. Now, can you classify the accounts?
Ma'am, accounts is the language of business.
Yeah, types of accounts I'm saying.
Nominal accounts and real accounts.
This is the question I wanted to forward. 1 minute.
Oh,
And
okay, different types of accounts, ma'am.
put it in the chat box. Wait. 1 minute. Different types of accounts. What are the different types of accounts do you know? I'll put it in the chat box, the link. Please check the chat box now. What are the different types of accounts? What are the difference? Nominal account, personal, financial, tax, very good. Yeah, all written for nominal account, financial, real, nominal, tax accounting, expenditure account, current account. Very good. Yes. Any new savings account? Cost accounting, management accounting, partners accounting, public accounting, personal, capital account. Oh, very good, very good. Very nice to see you all. Corporate accounting, fixed deposit accounting, recurring deposit. Savings, expenditure. Starting, we have asked about no business, what comes in, goes in. One more account also will be there here. NRI accounts, okay, expenditure. Okay. Any more answers? Highlighted here, public account, personal account, saving, nominal, current, financial accounting, very good. In fixed deposit. In the banks, there are different types of accounts. In the banks, when you're taken your salary account, many answers. Some are unable to make how then. Okay, am I able to do? You please check here. More 1 minute. Yes, I got the answer here. So very good. See this, you can start, no problem. Continue with that, no problem. Just I'll read out all this. They said some zero deposit account, recurring deposit, tangible account, real accounts and all, profit and loss account. Very good. Very good. So in this case, the highlights one here, you said all the different types of accounts when we discussed here, when we have a bank account, there we can say in the bank account, what about this recurring fixed deposit, all savings account and all. When we are coming about the only accounting, you have some accounts here, kinds of accounts. Okay, those are all later we learn in financial. See here highlighted the financial accounting. Okay, you have management accounting, and here somewhere I have written cost accounting and some personal accounts. Okay, so many very good answers. Quickly, you all have given the answers. Done. I'll stop sharing. Quickly. Okay. In accounting, we are talking about the accounting here. So many, we got it here, nice, what do you say? Different types of accounts. Here I'll ask about the branches of account. Actually, the branches. See, we discuss about some fixed deposit, recurring. These are all related to the bank. We are talking about only accounting here. We have certain branches of accounting. So I got these all related. Personal accounting, someone said, tax, they said, management. Very good answers I got here. Branches of accounting we have. We discuss simple brief I'm giving. I don't want to go in depth of the subject. If I go in depth of the subject, not sufficient this time. Okay. In BBA course, learn about in depth of the subject. So the branches of accounting, when we discuss about financial accounting, what we learn, cost accounting, management accounting, tax accounting, and social accounting. Clear? So all these three branches, many are there still, but mainly concentrate here financial cost management is useful to the companies and all. These are all there related in the different cases. Okay. So more you have the, what do you say, in branches, other accounts also there, which we can say. Okay, just we got. What is financial accounting? Again, madam, we discuss about accounting, and again, you are asking us a financial accounting. So accounting, we discuss about this recording interpretation. Here it says it's a financial character, or any other answer from your point of view. Financial accounting. When we discussed all the branches, okay, how many branches were discussed here? Yes, ma'am. Does somebody want to talk here? Communicate? Any problem? We discuss about the accounting language and all. We are going to talk about what is financial accounting. Okay, what is financial accounting? I don't want to give again the definition and what is related. Okay, and why it is useful, we know. Is it this accounting which we discuss about the financial accounting? You have certain limitations also, no? Exactly what do you mean by financial accounting?
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
it's a specific branch of accounting involving a process of recording, summarizing, and reporting the myriad of representatives.
Very good, very good. So financial accounting is the art of recording, classifying, and summarizing in a significant manner in terms of money transaction, which are in part at least of financial character, and interpreting the results thereof. So exact definitions and also you record all the transactions in a systematic manner. For whom you interpret, how do you communicate the results? See, we have done in a financial character, and we have here all the transactions which you have to record in a systematic manner, and we have to interpret the results. those whatever statements will prepare, that you have to display your statements. No, is it compulsory to what do you say, to display the statements of your financial statements? We'll discuss later about the financial statement. Is it compulsory to disclose your financial statements to an outsider or anybody? We said here some financial character. Yeah, what is the purpose of writing this transaction?
Could you mute yourself, please?
What is
See, when we talk about the accounting and all, the main objective here is given for you to ascertain whether the business operations have been profitability or not. That's a common point. Just later in depth, we'll go about this accounting. Okay. The first in the branch of your accounting, financial accounting. What is the next? What is cost accounting? Branches of accounting. In brief, I don't want in depth. Later, we'll go for accounting. What is cost accounting? Okay, I'll give cost here. Is there any difference between the price and cost?
Yes, ma'am.
There is a
Yes,
difference. Yes, tell me.
cost accounting is a form of managerial accounting that aims to capture a company's total cost of production.
Yes, cost of production. Very good. I'm asking, is there any difference between the price and cost?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, price is the rate at which we sell a good or service. Cost is the actual cost that we are incurring in making the product.
Very good answer. Very good. Cost here is an individual product when you manufacture, whatever cost incurred. Cost accounting, we are saying, first of all, we discuss about the cost. The amount of expenditure here incurred to a particular product manufactured. Yeah, as you say, it's correct. And here the main objective, cost accounting also will record, but it's not follow any principles. Later we'll discuss it, not follow, just that to reduce the cost. Okay, and cost control, cost computation. There is a lot of difference between the price and cost. After adding some margin to this cost, that will come under price. Correct. So what is the useful of this cost accounting? What is the main important here? Cost accounting involves determine the fixed and variable cost, aims to report, analyze to improvement of internal cost controls and efficiency. Internal cost control and efficiency. Just brief introduction I'm giving. The fixed and variable cost. What do you mean by fixed cost? What do you mean by variable cost? Fixed cost, whatever the amount of expenditure incurred to a particular product, be stable. Means, for example, rent. So rent, is there any change when you pay the rent every month? Is there any change? Different, what do you say, different rent you'll pay? The first month you'll pay some amount, second month,
No,
is there
ma'am.
any? No, the same which we can say stable, fixed. Okay. Whatever the level of production, the cost remains same, is known as fixed cost. Example, rent. Variable cost. According to your level of production, it varies, changes. If you produce 1,000 tons, okay, your cost differs. When you produce 2,000 tons, your cost differs. Variable cost. See, variable cost, we can give raw materials. Okay, materials will depends upon your production, the changes will make. So cost accounting involves the fixed and variable cost. In depth, I'm not giving. We have a lot of class with semi-variable cost also, partly fixed and variable cost. That is the telephone expenses and all. Telephone expenses means we can say as a semi-variable cost and all. Partly whether you utilize or not used. Some fixed expenses you have to pay monthly rent like that. Beyond that, whatever calls you made, it will come under variable. Symbol. Okay. Cost accounting aims to report, lead to the improvement of internal cost control and efficiency. What is the use? Are they following any rules, cost principles? For whom it is useful? They have to reduce the cost while manufacturing the product, taking into consideration They are the different types of cost. I'm not discussing here prime cost and all in depth. I don't want. Okay, what is management accounting? Financial accounting, that will prepare the financial statements. Okay, cost accounting to ascertain the cost of a product.
Madam,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am, we forgot to explain about social accounting.
After that, first ours is financial, cost, management, then in tax, then social I'll go. Last is social accounting. So when we discuss for the financial statement and to the managerial, our subject is accounting for management. So interpret. So cost done after management, then I'll go. Okay, ma? Next, what do you mean by management accounting? I'm not asking about a manager here. Cost accounting is a branch of accounting to ascertain the cost of a product. Management accounting is a branch of accounting that is concerned with identification, measurement, analysis, and interpretation of accounting information so that it can be used to help manage.
Please mute yourself.
Here somebody I wanted to want. Please check your audios. Whenever you want to speak, please check your audios. No? Okay, so I'll give one example. Now the data is in our hands. Okay, the data is in our hands. Which data? Our financial statement, or when cost accountant will give to fix up the prices and all for the cost and all the product. So now management accountant is very important to help managers to make decisions, to interpret. Decision making will come under management accounting. Cost accounting, it shows the cost. Okay, then whatever the data here, the management accountant require the data from financial and cost. Based on that, they can interpret the result. This is very important. Okay, it means that whenever the statement required by the management here, they have to give by the cost accountant. Okay, management accounting is also a branch, social accounting is also a branch of accounting, and cost accounting is also a branch of accounting. But it's purely related to decision making, to fix up the prices and all. So when you have to take the decision, you have certain methods. How do they take decisions, madam? You can ask me. I'll say some techniques to be followed in management accounting. That techniques is known as methods, like ratio analysis, cash flow analysis, financial statements like comparative statements, some interpretation in management accounting. Okay, then they asked about this. What is tax accounting?
Ma'am, is it accounting for taxes?
Taxes, very good. So here, see, income tax or any deferred tax, whatever it may be, which involves the determination of tax liability on income. Income tax accounting applies to all categories, whether it is business, individual, company, or other business firm. See, tax we have to pay. On what we have to pay the tax? On our income. If I'm an individual, I have to pay tax if we are come under tax limit. Okay, if it's a business, you have to pay. If it's a firm, company, whatever organizations are there, they have certain rules, regulations to be followed. So we have here always the tax will paid on previous year income, not on the current year income. The calculation, whatever we do, no profit and loss statements and all, every year we'll prepare our financial statement, we have to pay the tax. We means here always think the company. It may be an individual, company, or other any business firm. It shows the income tax account here, tax accounting. So it is also one branch of accounting. So someone asked about the social accounting. What is social accounting? People, planet, prosperity.
Ma'am, for the benefit of the society.
Very good. Are the companies are utilizing properly the resources, natural resources? And in social accounting, when we discuss about this, determine whether the company is properly utilizing the natural resources or not. You have social accounting, when we discuss, we have corporate social responsibility. Do you know? What do you mean by corporate social responsibility? is an social responsible. We are the businessmen earning profits. Our objective is to earn profits. Okay, then what about the society? What about the society? Okay, any more can talk about the social accounting? As an individual or a firm, company should be responsible towards society. And we have to take care of the society with the different activities. See, do you have a factory? Example. Do you have a factory or what a industry? Can you start an industry in the heart of the city? Can you start it?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am, we cannot start. We have to start
Why?
only in the city outskirts.
Why, ma? What is the reason?
Ma'am, because if you start in the heart of city, there is no space only, ma'am.
Only for
Ma'am,
space.
pollution, ma'am.
Very
Pollution,
good.
ma'am.
And also
Pollution.
because of pollution also, ma'am.
Very good. So you are responsible towards society. You are not establishing your industry or a factory in the heart of the city. You require some remote place or what do you say? Not remote place, out of the city and all cities, out of the
Outskirts.
Okay, that you'll take. One cause there, the raw materials availability, and you have pollution, and so many issues are there regarding the factories we know. So you always take care towards the society also, though you are the business, we have to take care, environment, okay, about this. This is about social accounting. In this social accounting that we can say about corporate social responsibility, and now companies also, companies, whatever Companies Act and all 2013 mandatory, some percentage of profits to maintain for the CSR, corporate social responsibility. How much percentage they have to spend for a CSR? 2%. That is okay, leave it. Social accounting to determine whether the company is properly using the natural resources or not. So the branches of accounting, what all we discussed, the branches of accounting quickly.
Financial accounting,
Very good.
cost
Cost
accounting,
accounting.
Management accounting. Tax accounting.
Very good.
Social accounting.
More you have, and but that you have responsibility accounting, and later we'll discuss about this. This is the main. Can you tell me the influence on accounting decisions? Quickly, anyone can read this slide. In depth and a very, it's vast subject actually, accounting. If you start talking, I wanted to give only brief about this. Yeah, can anyone read out the slide?
Ma'am.
Yes.
In accounting decisions, ethical, value-based leadership is based on a variety of factors, including loyalty and respect, a history of fair dealing and trust among others. Value-based leadership is an execution in practice of the philosophy of management. Leaders need to encourage employees to embrace the core values of the company.
Yes, on accounting, ethical, value-based leadership. Okay, and the varieties. So we always prepare the statements on the historical data, but the others which have to follow that, including loyalty and respect of a fair dealing, history of fair dealing and trust among others. Preparing the statement, whatever the data is there, they are preparing the financial statement, and it's an ethical. Okay, so many issues are there. Later we'll discuss about that into the topic. Accounting decision makers. Do you have an idea?
No idea, madam. Explain in brief.
Yeah, marketing department managers need an understand of managerial accounting concepts. You have a different managerial here, techniques using and all, later methods and all we'll discuss in there. Manufacturing department managers involved in the day-to-day manufacturing process. Human resources managers need to pay extra attention to planning, and the top management. Apart this, you have responsibility accounting to accumulate the cost and revenue for each responsibility center. Responsibility accounting, such type we have, man. More we can discuss about the accounting when we discuss forensic accounting, we can use, okay, new terminology. Okay, what is the need for accounting? I gave one example here. Quickly can check this. You'll be able to understand. One example. Let us suppose you have a small bookstore. You have sold some books to your customer. Say X has given you the full amount in return. This is a transaction took place between you and X. Now suppose you deposit all the money received from X in the bank. This is another transaction between you and the bank. Clear? Transaction example. You can very easily remember this transaction and need not write with them anywhere. Only simple, no? You have received money and you deposit. But what if there were a large number of customers, say 100 or even more, and most of them have not given you the full amount due? This is what really happens in a business. In such a case, you will have to memorize all the details regarding each and every customer. That is, details of the amount received from them, the amount due from them, which is nearly impossible for anybody. Is it possible? So what you can do is to prepare an account of each and every customer in order to record the details of the transactions with them. This means you have to prepare a large number of accounts, that is one account for each customer. Each customer, one account. For example, suppose you have to sold books worth rupees 100 to X and books worth rupees 1000 to Y. X has given you only 50 and Y has given you rupees 750. Do you remember like this? Number of transactions in your mind, you are the businessman. So remember the balance due from X and Y. You can record this transaction by preparing X account, Y account, as well as your own cash account. Entire accountancy have come here. What I mean to say in this example, we have so many transactions like X, Y, Z. I don't want to address the names and all. In a business, you have both the transaction, cash as well as credit. It's very difficult to remember all these transactions in our mind. Should maintain. Once if you have received the entire amount, easy. When you have not received, it's very difficult. This is the need for accounting. This is the need for accounting. This is very, very important. Generally accepted accounting principles. Without this, you will not prepare any financial statement. In a simple words, I want to explain. Generally accepted accounting principles. Whatever statements you will do, is based on this gap. Set of rules, procedures, okay, guidance. Rules and regulations, the procedure you have to prepare your final statements based on GA. Generally accepted accounting principles. We have to prepare all our statements based on this. All this, for example, you have a different concepts and conventions. For example, money measurement. All the transaction should measure in terms of money. That will come here. Okay, when we discuss this, the very important in accountancy have to discuss about double entry bookkeeping system. Anyone, do you have an idea? Anyone? Double entry bookkeeping system?
Ma'am, when the transactions are done through credit or cash, like bank account and cash, so you maintain a double entry system.
Maintain a double entry. Single entry system?
And only cash is involved.
Only cash.
For every transaction, there is a credit and debit side.
Every transaction, there is a debit and credit. Very good. Any more? Any more transactions? Say, you'll go to the market and you bought one pen, for example. What you bought? From the stationery pen. How do you get that pen?
By paying the amount for it.
Okay, very good. Very good. And without paying money, will you get the product?
On credit.
On credit. So what do you mean by credit and cash? So here you have is a single entry system. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Single entry
Ma'am.
system. Double entry bookkeeping system in accountancy. Okay. Here we are saying receiving benefit and giving benefit. Both will be there. Both double. When you go to the market, you'll buy one pen or a book or whatever it may be. You have paid the cash. Okay, giving is cash. But what you are receiving here? You have received the book or a pen. Okay. In our accountancy should follow double entry. What is this double entry? In single entry system, that does not follow the GAAP. What is GAAP? Generally accepted principle. Simple cash account will follow. Simple Ravi. Single entry. Small manufacturing like mastic manufacturing and all, they'll follow this. They don't have certain expenses or they cannot afford. So they'll follow this, not required, but I should explain only double entry bookkeeping system. In double entry, whatever purchases are there should record. The purchases may be many, X, Y, Z, whatever it may be. And you have sales. Sales means revenue when you sell the goods outside of. You will have so many transactions. Double entry, twofold effect, receiving and giving. Okay, when you bought money, furniture, for example, you bought furniture. Okay, so what do you receive here?
Furniture.
Furniture. You are
Cash
paying,
is
cash will pay. Okay, otherwise you will buy on credit. Name will come. Simple words I want to say. So this is about the double entry bookkeeping system. Bookkeeping, double entry. Okay, then in the accountancy, I want to go about this. What is this? Can you tell me what it's related? In accountancy, still we have here. Which time? Accounting equation. Accounting equation. Anyone, do you have an idea? No? No?
No,
With the
ma'am.
help of our assets, we need to balance our liabilities and our expenditure.
Yes. Simple. Accounting equation means we are discussing about double entry bookkeeping system, no? All your assets is equal to your liabilities. Very simple, I can say. Okay. You bought a book, for example, and you paid cash. Okay. So here I can say one thing, all your assets and liabilities are recurrent. Students may confuse the other students. Assets means property, ma'am. Assets means properties. Or you can say the articles which I've given, like stock, furniture, building, machinery and all. Liabilities related to the debts. Debts means loans. B is silent. Okay, your all assets should, do you know the balance sheet? No, later I'll explain. Assets and liabilities should be equal. That is our accountancy. When there is a debit, okay, when there is a debit, correspondent credit should be there in accountancy. What is that? Double entry bookkeeping system. When there is a debit, correspondent credit should be there. This is very important. Okay, when there is a debit, correspondent credit, very simple. You paid for stationery, you got a book. So book and money, incoming and outgoing of cash. So that is known as double entry bookkeeping system, twofold effect. When there is a debit, correspondent credit should be there. Correspondent credit in double entry. So we discuss about accounting equation. All assets should be equal to your liability. What is this? All assets is equal to your liabilities. Sometimes liabilities means what, ma? I said loans like creditors and all. Liabilities plus capital is equal to assets. This we can say as equity also. New terms, so don't confuse. I don't want to continue with this. You'll be confused. Okay. So this is a simple idea I'm giving here. So this is very important for you about the accounting equation. Please check this. Your assets should be equal to liabilities plus equity, means capital. Actually, in accountancy terminology, you have all basic accounting terms. What do you mean by capital? What do you mean by debit, credit? Okay, in BBA course, you can learn all these. Okay, in depth we don't want. It's an equation. Generally, we want to give. Now you're coming to the main proper this. What are the steps for preparing final accounts? Is the firm, is the
Trading
company,
account,
okay, good,
profit and loss account,
very
then
good,
balance sheet.
very good. So for preparing final accounts, trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet. Very good to prepare. So to prepare all these accounts, what are the main steps to be considered, taken into consideration?
Ma'am, journal entries.
See. Very good, journal. What do you mean by journal? See, look the accountancy, any company, businessman will prepare a financial statement, that is trading, profit and loss and balance sheet. So what it's related, I'll explain one point here. Journal is the first bookkeeping. Just now I said, whatever transactions are there, you should maintain in a proper notebook. Proper book, that is journal, prime entry. After this book, we have to post into ledger. For example, I have in business number of persons like Ravi, Krishna, some more persons. We are not finding any new names. For example, I'm saying here I want to say some Ramlal, Mahesh, and these are all persons are there. How do you come to know this account, this amount should receive from Ramlal or amount received from Ravi? How do I come to know, ma? I have to prepare a ledger. Ledger means it's a T-shaped account to be prepared, the balances. Journalists will write off the books, entry, everything, received from Ramlal, Ravi and all. But individually, how do you come to know? I gave one example also, what is the need for the accounting? Then after ledger, subsidiary books. That's not that. Books means individual books like cash book, purchases book, sales book, all credit transactions will write. What is that? Subsidiary books. Then all ledger balances will come in trial balance. Krishna, Ravi, cash, bank, purchases, sales, rent, all will come here in trial balance. What do you mean by trial balance? Anyone? The balances should be equal, both debit and credit. Whatever transactions will maintain individual account balances will come here. in ledger balances. Individual balance, Ravi account is there. Account should maintain and close that, and you have to take it here in trial balance. The final step, now you can prepare the financial statements based on trial balance. Trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet. These are the main steps for preparing final accounts. First step is journal. Okay. Second step is ledger, individual accounts to be maintained. Third one, all balancing to be done. Based on the trial balance, you can prepare the financial statements. Trading account, profit and loss balance. See, trading account to know gross profit or loss, simple words. I don't want to go in depth. Direct expenses. Profit and loss account, all indirect, salaries and all. To know the profit or loss, why do you prepare this account? To know the profit or loss. Balance sheet, it shows the financial position of the firm. Balance sheet, it shows the financial position of the company or firm or any unit. It's related with assets and liabilities. It's related with assets and liabilities. If you have a building, it's an asset. If you have a land, it's an asset. But we are discussing about the business, capital and all. So the basic accounting terms in future you learn, like capital means what. When we started the business with some amount is known as capital. That is called accounting terms, basic accounting terms. Capital, drawings. So many are there. Simple. How do you prepare your financial accounts here, financial statement? Directly you cannot prepare this trading P&L balance sheet. Once again I'm saying, you should require the trial balance. You should require some information to prepare your accounts. Those information are there in the beginning, which you can see this in the beginning. Very, very important. You'll have a doubt, madam, is compulsory to prepare this accounts and all means depends. Sole trader doesn't follow any act. You know very well, no? Is sole trader follows? No. No need of disclosing his statements. But whereas companies, they have to disclose their financial statement every year ending. Do you know financial year? Can quickly anyone tell me the financial year?
From April 1st to March 31st.
Very good. April 1st to March 31st. The duration of 12 months.
April 1st to March 31st, madam.
Yeah, April 1st to 31st March. Very good. Calendar year, Jan to December. Some financial companies, MNCs, they'll follow the financial year from July to June. Depends upon when they calculate it. Now, at the end, I want to discuss the accounting cycle. What is our stages? First, we require a document. Stage 2 is journal, 3 ledger, 4 trial balance. This is adjustment, all this data. You will start preparing your final accounts. This is called accounting cycle. Till now, what all we have discussed. Please check this. These are all not required right now. You are in the beginners. Journal, ledger, trial balance, final accounts. This is known as accounting cycle. Now coming to the conclusion, I have few questions. Okay, can I ask? Are you clear with the concept? Am I clear accounting for managers? We discussed about the accounting. In the beginning slide, I said what you're going to learn, the topic. So when we're coming to the managerial accounting in depth, I don't want to discuss all the techniques here, ratios and marginal costing. I don't want to discuss ABC costing. I don't want to discuss about the break-even analysis and all in the management. Okay. As far you know about this topic general, and coming to the BBA course and all, you learn many topics. So am I clear? Later I'll come for the question and answer round. This is only explain the difference between accounting and finance.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, here questions round you have, question and round. Here I'm asking here some questions, one or two. Anyone can answer me the difference between accounting and finance.
Accounting is a process which occurs after spending the money, but finance is allocating of the allocating money in regards to how to spend it.
The finance which we have to know. Very good. Any more answer? Yes. That recording and all you said, finance is related to the, if you have some topics also, no, you have finished in the previous classes. I'm not getting any answers. In today's topic, what all we have discussed, and the last one, can anyone explain? Utpal is there. Difference between cost and management accounting. Here I can see the participants. Utpal, Abdul, and few more I am not finding. Can the last question, anyone can explain me the difference between cost and management accounting?
Cost accounting is the summarizing and analyzing the cost of production. Then management accounting is the accounting for decision making.
Good. Very good. Very good. Any more here can answer these questions here? The second one, what are the main objectives of financial accounting? What are the main objectives of cost accounting?
Cost accounting is for the internal structure of the company.
Very good. Internal control. Okay, internal control. Very good. Cost control. Yes. Preparation of your financial statements, for whom it is useful. Is it for internal or external users? Both. Users of your accounting information for both. Internal user, external user. External, again you have stakeholders. Internal you have employees and all. No? Both it is useful. So, thank you all. Any questions now? Udbal. Somebody asked, no, we have any questions?
I am not. I didn't ask any question.
Okay, anyone can ask any questions. I'm clear here about the accounting for managers. What do you know? Simple brief in accounting, bookkeeping, cost accounting and all, social accounting.
Hello.
Hello.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, nowadays they are generally using softwares, accounting softwares, where you just do your entries and you'll get the result.
Yes, ma'am.
So why are these teaching all these adjustments and entries?
That is a practical approach. Where do you use the softwares in the company, but where you're coming to the audit form and all, manual documents are very, very important. Very good question. May I know your name?
Safe, ma'am.
Very good question. Now, in audit forms and all check, manual document, if there come any auditor, any outside and external require the document, though it's a software, you require one manual, mandatory, compulsory, the documents which you have to write. See,
like income tax.
The software is there, the income tax person or auditor will come, we require the documents compulsory. And when you do your BBA, you want the degree, any degree, BCom and BBA, when you write up the exams and all, we should have some basic knowledge of your accountancy. Through online, we have in BCom also practical related, but here we can say for any tax purpose, anything which you require document is very, very important. Though the softwares are used practically to find out, first these are all should be maintained, no, your financial statements. Once you have a data, then only you can use the software. Without data, you cannot use the software. Some data you require. That data is related to basic. And here one more important point I want to address here. We have some standards, accounting standards you have. Indian accounting standard, international accounting standards. That is International Financial Reporting Standards, IFRS. Some standards which we have to follow, some are exempted. I have cleared your question.
Thank you, ma'am.
Very good. Thank you. Nice question. Any more questions, Ma?
No more questions, madam.
Clear?
Clear,
Accounting
ma'am.
firm. Very good, very good. Nice
Ma'am,
to see you.
accounting, what did you say? ma'am?
Accounting,
And finance, you are saying.
the difference between accounting and finance. Can anyone? Yeah, explain the difference between accounting and finance. Yes, Udbha.
Ma'am, accounting is for the company and the finance is for an individual.
In individual. What are the concepts you can learn in finance? In accounting, you said it's related to the company and finance, but in accounting is someone gave the recording transactions and all. No, in finance, I want the exact meaning of finance. Here, anyone? Yes, Mohammed Khan.
Ma'am, finance is a broader term.
Finance and
Finance is a broader term and accounting is a part of it. In finance, we usually manage the liabilities and assets.
In finance. Okay, it says managing the liabilities and assets. So in the accounting, we'll not maintain all these. When do have an assets and liabilities only, then only we can prepare, no? Still more, I want the clarity about the finance.
ma'am, finance and accounting operate on different levels of the asset management spectrum.
Maybe financing is about the budget and
Very
accounting
good.
is for calculation.
Accounting will find out this about the financial statement, whereas finance we have with banking, we have about the credit and all capital markets. You discuss about money market, capital market, investment, and long-term decisions related to capital budgeting and all in finance. Okay. Whereas in accounting, we know about the final accounts, that statements is useful to internal and external user. The main important here, we will prepare all the statements financially in financial character and communicate, interpret the results. Very good answers, very good. So are you clear with all these topics?
Yeah, clear, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, very good. Any more questions? So we have responsibility accounting. Do you have anyone idea about forensic accounting?
Have to explain in brief.
You know, I think about this.
Ma'am, forensic accounting.
Yes.
I'm preparing accounts on death of someone.
Yes, Abdul. Forensic accounting.
Ma'am, I'm listening this for the first time, ma'am.
First time?
Yes, ma'am. I don't know before.
The people behind these accounts who maintain and track the transactions which is going on in a larger amount.
Very good, very good. So whatever the information they will hide, we have how to recover that the amount which we can say, whatever the missing money will be there, to be recovered will come under forensic accounting. So many are there. Just I gave a brief picture for you all. Yes, the missing money and all, you can search that is. How to recover in forensic accounting. Many problems you have seen, many scams you have checked, and many issues about your balance sheet. We are saying here historical nature, we are preparing the financial statement. It's true, fair and all. Okay, how do they manage with the balance sheets? Why these problems are coming? Outside you have seen no banks and all. So many issues are coming. How do they manipulate the financial statements? Do you know, no? Long back one history about Satyam computer and all. Do you remember how do they manage the balance sheets with huge reserves and all? Recent cases are there, no? Many banks and all, scams and all. How do, why, when you prepare exact statements and all, why it's all happening? So many changes are there, so many frauds and all, we don't know. We'll go according to the book, we will have to do all these statements and all. So to recover the missing information and all this, we have forensic accounting. Yes. Any more doubts? Am I clear? The topic?
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Clear, great
Clear,
session.
ma'am.
Just one
Nice.
question. In the steps of preparing final accounts, the first two steps were generalizing and preparing ledger accounts. That is basics, but nowadays directly we make subsidiary books, right? We don't have to actually prepare the journal entries.
No need to prepare. Acha, you're asking directly subsidiary books. In subsidiary books, you will prepare only credit transactions without journal. What do you mean by credit transactions? See, you in the business, our objective is to earn profit. Pure cash transactions will be there, or both credit and cash. What do you mean by credit? When you purchase, you are the company, for example, you purchase goods from an outsider. If you not pay immediately, in future date you will pay. It's called credit transaction. How do you maintain that? In the book, subsidiary books will maintain. In purchases, sales and all, in subsidiary books, only credit transactions. Okay, the journal, when you write that, purchase both on cash and credit. Am I clarifying your doubt?
Yeah, clear.
Okay, clear? Very nice, very good question. Any more, any doubts? So in your course, BBA, you have to learn all the topics in depth and learn more. In the second semester, you have one subject, financial accounting, and you have many good topics in that, journal, ledger and all basics you have to learn. I think.
Yes, madam, I know.
Got it?
Yes.
Nice to see you all. Any more?
Ma'am, I want to ask, what about the textbooks, ma'am? College will only provide, or we have to borrow some other bookstores?
No, we will give the list of the books to buy, then you can buy from the market or any bookstore. The list of books, no problem. Once you come to the campus, you'll clarify.
Yeah.
It's a good subject and all, can learn. Okay. Thank you all, Madam Payal ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Payal ma'am.
Thank you, madam.
1 minute, Payal madam.
Yes,
Payal
ma'am. I'm here only. I was trying to unmute. It was not happening. Ma'am, it was a great session. I know how, from the students who are from commerce background and students who are not from commerce background, it is one of the subjects which is like a nightmare, but you made it so simple to understand at least the basic things in the first place. So I hope the students who are not from commerce background, they also got some hint that what they are going to learn in these 3 years in terms of accounts. Thank you so much, ma'am, again for accepting our invitation for taking a session here. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for being here throughout the session and contributing to the session and participating. Thank you so much.
Thank you all students. Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, everyone will meet on Monday, Saturday and Sunday are non-working. Okay, so you can enjoy your weekend. Have a nice day. We'll meet on Monday. Take care.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, madam.
Have a nice day.
All of you
Have a nice day,
good-
madam.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you
you,
very
madam.
much.
Thank you.